Alright, you beautiful bunch of barley buffoons. Welcome back to the Beer to Beer vlog. The place where beer is great, chat's a bit average. And every now and then you get blindsided by an email campaign that punches you straight in the ghoulies. And no, I'm not going to be going off about 850 cans or coconut infused pastry stout or someone claiming that their 3.2% pale ale is a Session double IPA. This one, well, it's a bit different. It's a little story about beer, people, timing, and how email subject lines can absolutely boot you in the nuts when you least expect it. So, picture the scene. It's a really grim morning. I've had about 3 hours kit because my poor mum took a tumble the night before, smashed her bloody upper arm 2 places. 2, I've been sat in A&E with her until 2 in the morning. Fast forward to about 8:30 the next day. I'm sat in my kitchen, eyes like piss holes in snow, clutching a mug of super strong coffee, strong enough to wake the dead. And I open my inbox, my phone. Right at the top of the list is this absolute mood killer from Beavertown. Now, for most people, fine, fair play, but it's just a cheeky little Father's Day campaign. They're a brewery, they've got to shift beers. Makes sense. But for me, at that time, it hit a little differently because my dear old dad would have turned 73 just a few days before. And between that, taking my mum to the hospital and the general nonsense of life, I'll be honest, that one stung a little bit. It was like getting drop kicked right in the soul by a cartoon skeleton holding a pint. And look, I don't normally reply to marketing campaigns. I'll read them, delete them, occasionally unsubscribe them if I'm feeling a little bit sassy. But that morning, in my sleep-deprived, emotionally frazzled state, I banged out a quick email back. Don't know what that is. Nothing angry, nothing dramatic, just, hey lads, fair play in the campaign. This one landed a bit rough for me today. My mum's broken her arm, my dad's birthday's just passed. Timing's a bugger, eh? Didn't expect a thing. In fact, I half expected a generic, sorry to hear that mate, here's a 5% off code. But, to their absolute credit, within about half an hour, I get a reply from a lovely bloke called Richard at Beavertown. Something along the lines of, really sorry to hear about your mum mate, and your dad. If there's anything we can send to cheer you guys up, just say the word. Now, I'm not going to lie. In a world where 90% of customer service is handled by bots called Gavin, getting a proper human reply like that, it almost hit me as hard as the original email. Because let's be honest, most big brands, they'd have either ignored it or bounced me an auto reply about GDPR and newsletter preferences, taking 5 minutes out of their day to say, alright mate, sounds rough, you okay? And that stuff matters. So we got chatting, had the daft back and forth about whether they could send my mum a bunch of flowers and a packet of skips or something like that. Spoiler alert, they couldn't, but what they could do was this. Look at this absolute beauty. A 9-can cosmic cooler delivered to my door, completely on the house. No strings attached. No, could you post about it on your socials? No, mention this in your story. Just a class move from a brewery who didn't have to do a damn thing. And quite frankly, I'm still feeling it. Also, as a side note, Beavertown now do slippers with skulls on them, and I need them in my life. These are the official house slippers of men called Steve who drink double IPAs and have strong opinions about snare drum tones on St. Anger. Just saying. But look, here's the thing. In this glorious world of craft beer, where we'll happily slag off a brewer for an 850 can of coconut cheesecake milkshake IPA, I think it's only right we shout about it when people do something good. Because most brands don't have to care. Most of them don't. They'll send you some nonsense marketing email, flog you some overpriced glassware, and a scarf you'll never wear. But when someone takes the time to be a decent human being, you remember it. So that's my story. A dodgy week, an email that nearly broke me, and an 9-can cooler that made everything a little bit less shit. Fair play Beavertown, and especially Richard. You fucking smashed it, guys. Now, over to you lot. Ever had a brewery, bar, pub, bottle shop go above and beyond just for you? Did someone sneak you a pint when you needed it most? Or send you something ridiculous that made your week? Stick it in the comments. Let's fill this video with good beer people doing good things. As always, subscribe, verbally abuse me in the comments, and I'll see you next time for more craft beer nonsense. And probably a rant about something, to be honest.